Ask the Expert is sponsored by Modern Pest Services.
Welcome back to Good Day Maine. It is tick season and they are out in full force, keeping pest service companies very busy right now. We have Joe Hyland here from Modern Pest Services to tell us more about that. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, Katie.
What types of ticks are we seeing right now, and what sort of illnesses are connected to them that we should be concerned about?
Well, it's a great question. Primarily right now, the ticks we're dealing with are deer ticks, which are also known as the black-legged tick, and American dog ticks. The American dog ticks, although statistically you may pick those up more frequently in Maine, it's the deer ticks that everybody's concerned about. And obviously with deer ticks or the black-legged tick, it's Lyme disease is the number one worry right now with people in disease.
If we do find a tick on ourselves, we've been outside, we come inside, we see it, how do we safely remove it, and should we be looking for anything after that to indicate an illness?
Great question. So the best way to remove that tick is not to do a couple of things that kind of like in the old days what people did, which is using Vaseline or a hot match head, because what will happen is that when you touch that match head to a tick, it shocks that tick and they'll regurgitate the contents of their stomach back into your bloodstream. And so you increase the likelihood of transmission of Lyme. Instead, you should use tweezers and actually get as close to the skin as possible and pull upward with firm, steady pressure and get that body out of there. If you leave the mouth parts in, people kind of refer to it as the head. That's actually the mouth parts. If you leave that in, it's not bad news. You should try to get that out, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be automatically infected. But that's really the best way to get rid of it.
You were just telling me you've seen a dramatic increase in ticks. This is an especially bad season. Can you weigh in on why that might be the case?
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of it does lie with our changing climate. We have milder, wetter winters, so a larger percentage of the ticks are surviving into the following spring. People think that if we get a lot of snow, that actually will help kill the ticks. Actually, that's the opposite. A blanket of snow actually protects the ticks from the cold temperatures. We need a very cold, almost snowless winter to really do a number on the ticks. So unfortunately, we're dealing with a bumper crop of ticks. Additionally, the increase in the deer population, particularly in southern Maine, hunting is not what it used to be, allows the deer to thrive and expand, and where you have deer, you have ticks.
And you also offer services for mosquitoes and fleas, but it sounds like ticks is the main problem right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We do offer a service that takes care of all three pests, but ticks are our number one source of business right now. And as I said earlier, it's great from a business standpoint, not so great as far as people having to deal with ticks, but certainly there is a solution to solve that for you.
So, you know, the warnings have been out there about ticks. It's definitely on people's radars. But at what point do we say, okay, we need professional help with something like this?
Another good question. It really is something that each person needs to kind of determine on a case-by-case basis. If you are active outdoors, or your children or your pets, and you periodically bring a single tick in, it might be that hike you took yesterday or that camping trip you just got back from. But if you are consistently on a daily basis finding ticks on yourself or your children or your pets, or you're finding them inside the house, that's an indication that maybe you need some help.
All right. And what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
So the best way to get a hold of us is just go to modernpest.com. And all the resources they need are right there, and we'll be glad to talk to them and let them know what we can do for them.
All right, some great information this morning, Joe. Thank you so much for your time.
Great, glad to be here.